Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Monica from Imania by Design. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you'll be able to be notified when we upload new content. If you haven't done so already, make sure you visit us on Etsy. We have SVGs and lots of things that you will need to do a lot of the do-it-yourself projects. If you've not followed us on social media, follow us on Facebook, Imania by Design, and Instagram, Imania by Design. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Today what we're going to do is show you how I did this. I call it a triple threat. It is a birthday package that we put together for one of our customers, and as you see, it says 60 years blessed. In this video, I'm not going to show you how I actually did the cutting for the templates because I've done that in previous videos. I'll go ahead and link the videos below, so if you want to see that portion of how to cut the templates and things like that, then you can definitely watch that on another video. So as you can see, I've already cut the template out with my rhinestone flocking here, and what I'm working with right here are SS6 stones for the heart. The rest of the template is brushed in just SS10 rhinestones, which obviously are bigger, but here I'm working with SS6s, and I'm noting that simply because the SS6s, oh my goodness, it took me nearly half an hour in real time. Obviously this is sped up because the video, without the video being sped up, it was literally an hour and a half long. And the heart by itself took about 30 minutes to do. And one of the reasons why is because the SS6 stones were I guess I'll say they're irregular. So some of them fall in the holes pretty good, other ones don't, and I had to flip a lot of the stones. These stones were purchased from a company called Be Createful, and that's no shade on Be Createful, because they don't cut the rhinestones wherever they get their rhinestones from. It's just kind of the nature of these SS6 stones. They're not the only ones who have stones where the SS6s are irregular. Some are bigger, some are smaller, and that's just kind of the nature of these smaller stones. And so it just is what it is. I just understand that when I have a project that is going to involve SS6 stones, it's going to take me a little bit more time, just because of the irregularities. So here I'm working with the SS10s in the color crystal. If you need some of these stones, the crystal SS10s, we do have them in our Etsy shop at a really good price, and you'll see that they're super sparkly. So I think that you will like those. And so here I'm just working with the SS10s. And with this design, I could have cut the template in two pieces. So I could have cut the heart by itself and the 60 years blessed by itself. I thought it would just kind of be easier to just do it and save maybe a little flocking to cut it all at one time. So what happened was, as I was brushing in the rhinestones, I was a little bit nervous to keep brushing. After I had spent so much time on the heart, I didn't want to disturb those rhinestones. Even though the back of the flocking is sticky, and so it was pretty much stuck to the mat. I just didn't want to do too much movement around that heart that was already done. I guess it made me just a little bit timid. And so instead of, whereas I would usually continue brushing those rhinestones until they, flipped in the right direction, I just did it by hand with my my Cricut tool here. And I could have poured more rhinestones and brushed a bit more to make the process shorter. However, I just didn't want to disturb those SS6s, so I took the long way around, and so you can see that I had a lot of stones to flip. Okay, and so everything is looking pretty good. If you've got a good eagle eye, you can see that there is an extra red SS6. If you can find it, go ahead and comment below and comment I found it where there was an extra one that I missed. Or I didn't miss it. There's actually one that is an extra one that is kind of laying on top of another one, which I ended up fixing after everything was done. But I noticed when I did the video that there was an extra red rhinestone in there. So if you see it, go ahead and comment below and say I caught it. Alright, so see, this is what I was talking about when I was talking about the irregular size of these SS6s. I mean, some of them were so, just a few of them, not very many, but so small that they didn't all come up with the transfer tape, so that took more time. Now there you can see that there was a red stone left behind, but I ended up getting that after everything was done, before we sent this out. Alright, so I pressed the moisture out of the shirt. You've seen me do this time and time again. And that's the first step. You never want to miss that step. I always say that. Alright, and then I put the transfer down on the shirt and the Teflon down to protect my heat press platen. And I pressed that for about 12 seconds. It works pretty good. And my heat press is on 320 degrees. Make sure that you know your heat press, because your heating excuse me, your heating time could vary. But this is pretty much my sweet spot. 320 degrees for 12 seconds. Make sure you turn your shirt inside out and press that rhinestone design into the shirt for maybe another 7 to 8 seconds. Alright, and this is what the shirt looks like. Isn't that sparkly? There is no filter. The rhinestones are really that sparkly. And again, if you need some, check out our Etsy shop. We do offer them at a pretty good price. So make sure you check us out. Now I'm going to product number 2. And this is our Mars double-walled skinny straw tumbler. And again, if you want to see how to bring your designs into the Cricut design space. I have done a video on that, and I'll link it below. Feel free to watch that. Let's talk adhesive really quick. Well, that's adhesive vinyl that I use, but let's talk glue really quick. For the glue, there are several that you can choose from that work well on these projects. One is called Super Tight, which I didn't use in this video, but it's a good one. There is another one by E6000, and they have E6000 has a non-toxic version of the original E6000, which is also I found it to be good. It's a little bit different consistency than the original E6000, but with it being non-toxic, I just feel more comfortable using it on drinkware. And after you finish doing the rhinestones on the drinkware, what you'll need to do is to make sure that you let that glue cure for 24 to 48 hours before you do anything with it. I don't even, when I quote my times to my customers, I don't even, I actually give it 3 days just to make sure. You probably don't need 3 days. 2 will probably suffice, but better safe than sorry. Alright, I do not seal my rhinestones, my design. This is permanent adhesive vinyl, and the glue that I'm using is permanent. I do not seal. I've never found a need to seal my rhinestones when I wash them. They are just as beautiful and sparkly as they are here. And as you can see, I also did a coffee mug. The coffee mug is sublimated, and I have done a video on sublimation if you want to take a look at that. It's sublimated, and then of course I placed the crystals SS20s by hand. The drinkware rhinestones are all SS20s, and flat back, not Hotfix. Alright, and so that is it. I think they turned out very nice. Our customers were satisfied, and there you go. And there you have it. Again, this is Monica from Imania by Design. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you know when we upload new content. Visit us on Etsy if you need supplies for your DIYs, SVGs, PNGs. Go on over and see what we have. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Follow us on social media, Imania by Design on Facebook, Imania by Design on Instagram. Visit our website, www.imaniabydesign.com. And thank you for watching.